As a kid, I always thought life can be planned and it's good to have idols. With time, I realized sometimes life could surprise us. While the planned things didn't happen, some unplanned things happened. China is what happened to me. A significant influence about China and discussions on China in the family had influenced my decision to take up Chinese in the prestigious Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi. As a student, this was my first time. I interacted with the Chinese faculty and people from the Chinese embassy. My initial years of learning Chinese made me realize China's potential, its cultural proximity with our own culture, and its place in the world. In Masters, I started learning Chinese literature and discovered a different way of getting to know China through its strong written culture. It not only broadened my understanding towards China, but also brought me closer to China. As I had put in more efforts to excel in Chinese language, I landed myself at China's esteemed Fudan University with a fully funded scholarship. It was here that an accidental meeting with Wang Ani, the famous women writer from Shanghai, had further propelled me in the direction of exploring Chinese society through its vast variety of literature. And I decided to pursue China over a fancy corporate job a few years later. During my initial years as a research scholar, I got a chance to translate a substantial portion in a book on Dr. D.S. Kotnis, an ultimate symbol of India-China friendship. And I knew this work will make me proud. The book, a befitting tribute to the spirit of people of India and China who've had common struggles against imperialism and oppression, was published in the India-China Friendship Year. To write about China and its development is a perpetual dream. I'm a frequent speaker on China in the Indian media, and I write short informative pieces in my column in India-China Chronicle, a bi-monthly magazine published by ICEC, New Delhi, as my little contribution towards generating awareness about China and its culture to the Indian readers. My journey to discover China have mostly kept me engaged with Chinese people, its culture and society. I feel that the two giant Asian civilizations, India and China, have had many common milestones that they have achieved in their journey towards civilizations. The people and their interactions has always been one of the building blocks of our cultural exchanges over the centuries. With as much interest as one would put into understanding their own society, I have done it both ways. And as I travel around India and China, I see more and more similarities and cultural challenges that makes me want to explore them further. Because as a young sinologist, I intend to inject a whole new confidence among people towards China. I'm pursuing my PhD in contemporary Chinese literature. I intend to come to China as often as I can to meet some of my Chinese friends, in whom I see friends for life. I'm also a very big fan of vegetarian Chinese cuisine, and I've traveled to about 12 to 15 cities in China. China is like my second home. In the future, I aspire to further deepen my understanding of China, its fast-changing yet fascinating culture, and to be a constant source of knowledge, a window to understanding China for those who are as fascinated by China as I was 16 years ago.